move on to dystopian. No.
High school.
High school.
High school.
I've mentioned dystopian twice now about the next song. It's my favorite.
It's your favorite.
So, but okay, high school.
Yes.
The next song after Finer Things. It's so true.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get more honest about it. And it's hard to listen to, it would be hard to listen to and take in at that age again. And it's from your perspective.
Yeah.
So, I think you have a lyric about that.
Yeah. And like, you went to school with me.
I did.
So you know.
I did.
What I'm talking about.
So, yeah.
So, anyway, yeah. So
Not to spill some tea in here, but that's
okay. So I drove back and forth to OKC, however many times, 2.5 years worth of school. Mm-hmm. And I did most of my songwriting in the car.
Okay, yeah.
And I was thinking about how just like fickle I was in high school and how everybody was.
Very
and
true.
how like I had a different best friend every 6 months because you get in a little fight and then it's like that's it. And so the first line, I go through friends like seasonal fashion. That's the first line that happened. And then I wrote the rest sitting in songwriting in demo building while I was supposed to be listening to a lecture. Sorry.
Hey, you gotta use your time usefully.
Sorry. But like when it happens, right? So
the process goes.
I wrote the whole thing. And then after class I went and voice memoed it so I wouldn't forget the melody I had. And that, I mean, it happened the quickest.
Okay.
As far as like, it's a journal. Like it just happened.
That's awesome.
And so.
Did you giggle any kind of like while you're in lecture, acting like you're paying attention? Were you writing this and just kind of like, this is so good? Like,
yeah.
so
I think High School is my favorite song.
Okay.
On the album, lyrically for sure. Just because it is just so true. And like every line is just like a different experience that I had and that many people probably had
and it can relate
when they
to
were in
now.
high school. Yeah.
If they'll really soak it in,
Yeah.
they'll be like, this is real.
Yeah.
It's real.
But that's how it happened. I mean, it was just the quickest, like probably within 45 minutes I had all the lyrics written out.
So if you were going to give us a little imagery for a music video, what would you kind of like, you don't have to give us all the details, like no spoiler.
I can't listen to it in the car while I'm driving, or I will forget I'm driving, and I will just be in my head.
With the hopefully a music video, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, so you're saying
Just try not to spoil it.
You're saying what would a music video look like?
Yeah, like you don't have to give us all the details, but maybe some of the funnier parts in it.
Yeah.
What would be
I definitely want, that, like the hallway with the lockers and the mean girls, and I want a lot of dance breakout scenes where I'm just fed up with it and I just start dancing down the hallway, and then maybe, I don't know about everybody else, but man, football in our town is like. That's it. That's what we do.
Okay, yeah.
So we have to throw in, football field or something like that. Yeah. But I basically just want it. I feel like everything on this album is just so over the top, and that's okay.
And that's
I just want it over the top, and this high school, I wanted it to have that 80s feel.
It does.
And it kind of has a little 80s feel to it, and so I don't know if there'd be a way to...
Maybe time scheming.
Yeah.
Yeah, like throw it back a little, but then, because it's relatable from when we were in high school, when people are in high school. Now, I would say we're talking about, like that time frame. I don't think this song has a time.
I don't either.
So,
my brother's in high school right now, and everybody's experiencing the same things.
Okay.
What? The momager.
The momager, but...
I do want to say about high school, though, that there's certain parts where I'm like...
You're taking that drink of water. Start over.
There's a couple parts in high school where I'm like, I say some things, like, I wore a deep cut V, so it won't be long for him to ask me out. And I'm not encouraging girls to do that. I'm saying that's what I did and that was stupid. So I think that's important to point out. Is like, I would do those things.
The song is a mockery.
It's
a
very
mockery
much is.
of what happened in high school.
And then in the bridge, you get to, if you only knew, life continues. After high school.
And I think
life gets better.
One of your quotes in your magazine is talking about seeing a smile on a mom's face from listening to high school. And when she's standing there with like her two little girls.
Yeah.
And
they're dancing, having fun.
She's knowing that lyric. Life continues.
Life continues. And so, I think that's important to point out. It's just expressing all of my angst towards my high school self and how stupid she was.
It's good to accept that now and look back on it.
No, and like, thank God I didn't think high school was as good as it got. I mean, I did at the time, but...
Yeah.
And that's why I want to encourage people, like, especially teens, like... These are not the best years of your life. Okay? Life gets so much better.
It does. I will agree with that statement. It gets so much better.
Thank God for that. But anyway, I'm not encouraging you to just, whatever.
Okay. Perfect.
Cake on the makeup, or, wear the deep cut V, or all this stuff, like ditching the girls and all this stuff. I'm not encouraging that. I'm saying this is what I did and it was stupid.
High school.
It was high school.
Life continues.
It does.